What is going on, people? CROSSYPLAYS here, and we're going to be doing part 2, going into the Homicide desk. Where we last left off, we just finished the golden butterfly case. And as of right now, the higher-ups, Captain Donnelly and everybody, the DA, is all happy and go get him for Cole Phelps. I'm just finishing up a little food here. Hope everybody, enjoyed part 1 to tonight's stream. And again, I want to stress that viewer discretion is advised, and if you don't care for the content, well, you can kick rocks, because what you see is what you're going to get with me and the content. That's plain and simple. And more importantly, if you do like what you see, I mean, this game does contain... we'll say also this game does contain, nudity. It's a crime game. All right? It's a crime game. It's going to have that. I can't change that. I can't make it better. I'm not here to people please. I'm here to just play a game and make some fun content for everybody to enjoy, Again, so viewer discretion is advised. Don't forget to smash that like button, share, and hit that bell for all notifications. Show some love and support. I again want to give a big shout out to a brother of mine, James Gipe. His link is in the description, and it's not currently in this one. It will be once it's updated with new thumbnail and new description upon ending the live stream here on PS4. So bear with me just a moment. I'll be right with y'all. Alright, as promised, doing a second live tonight. We're continuing with LA Noire. Member viewer discretion is advised. Game does contain strong explicit content. There are parts of nudity, but only during the time that is the case. I see what I did there. Is during Homicide. There is a part of a following of this case where there are nude, naked women who are dead and they're being examined during the crime scene. So that's why viewer discretion is advised. And my content is set for not safe for kids. But enough explaining of that. We're gonna get right into it. Jump right in here to LA Noire. I love this game. I love this game absolutely. I remember when it first came out, I got it and couldn't wait to beat it. I did it in 2 days. No joke, no, not even shitting with you. My cousin and I, literally 2 different locations. He lives about 2 hours away from me, and I'm, at that time we picked up the game and we got it on like the midnight release. We both went back to our homes and we called each other up. Well, actually, we were on 360 at the time. So when we got it, and it had 3 discs at that time, and to play throughout the entire game, we both stayed up 2 days straight, played it, beat it, both ran through it together. And if I was at a part that was before him or after him, vice versa, we kind of helped each other out through it. So that was a fun time. And I've always loved it. I've always loved these crime noir type games. Have a good story behind them, really get you immersed. Absolutely. So let's just hop right back into it here. Owl, I'm not sure I quite understand your message there. But thank you for coming in. Appreciate you being here. We're getting ready to jump into the silk stocking murder.
Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing.
Ah.
Have a seat.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, absolutely.
And you can just forget all about it.
I learned something new.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall.
Ah,
left lying naked in an alleyway.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
I had no idea.
Done, Phelps.
Like I said, I learned something new.
Some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
Actually, Owl, unfortunately, I have it set to if you're a moderator, but if you're a moderator, they can only drop links. So if I get a moderator in here in the next few minutes, then I'll be sure to have them drop your link. Otherwise, I would say go right ahead. But moderators only can drop links in my chats. It's nothing personal to anyone. It's just how I've got my channel set up. So as soon as a moderator comes in, I'll have them drop your link, Al. Absolutely, you're welcome.
You have the address?
It's the alley off Aliso between Los Angeles and Alameda.
You're kidding. The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah. It means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps.
This officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive. Officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive, a 211 in progress and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Shit!
Hey, come on!
Crap! Whoops! Out of my way.
This officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive. Officer.
What's the situation?
Half a dozen shooters, sir. Cold-blooded sons of bitches. Real professionals.
What do you mean?
Witnesses say they bounced in, aced the guards, and went straight downstairs. Christ knows who they're working for, but whatever's in that vault, they want it bad.
Al, for some reason, if
Pick the wrong bank to rob, my friend.
if for some reason a moderator does not drop into the live, this one, feel free to check out the links in the description. You can always hit me up on Discord, and I'll take care of your link, brother. We gotta grab that shotgun for sure. Ah, shit. Crap. Whoops. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen.
This officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive. Officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive, a 211 in progress and shots fired.
I'm just gonna go ahead and grab that Tommy gun.
What's the situation?
Half a dozen shooters, sir. Cold-blooded sons of bitches. Real professionals.
What do you mean?
Witnesses say they bounced in, aced the guards, and went straight downstairs. Christ knows who they're working for, but whatever's in that vault, they want it bad.
Pick the wrong bank to rob, my friend.
Move it inside. We've got to clear out the bottom floor.
Come on, make a push for the building. I'll lay down some suppression fire.
As soon as he pulls his head out, we step on it.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Phelps, you're covered.
Fuck you!
Stay down. cover!
I got you down, motherfucker!
Fuck. Sitting duck right here.
I'll cover you.
Don't mind me, I'll just pick this weapon up.
They blocked the goddamn stairs. Detective, take the elevator.
All right, I'll wait here. Don't give them a chance to regroup.
Wish me luck.
Wrong floor.
Buddies upstairs are dead. That leaves you, pal.
Come on, Cole, what's taking so long?
Jesus.
Give it up, chump! I know you're there!
Just you and me. You can live to tell the tale. That's it. That's all of them.
Hell yeah.
Car 11K. Shots fired, suspects are down. We're code 4 here, but I need an ambulance at Bank of America. 7th and Olive. Notify coroner and detective headquarters.
Roger on your ambulance 11K. All units, code 4 on the 211 and Bank of America. Code 4.
Officer needs help, 103 and B.
Just go easy, Phelps.
Oh, shit.
Okay, at the next corner, go right. You need to turn left at the next junction. Up ahead, you make a right.
Jesus.
Phelps!
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Brothers, Pinker?
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you. When you're ready.
The lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force.
Damn. That poor woman.
Kiss the blood, BD.
Someone's playing a copycat, or this was the actual, I don't know.
Another wedding ring torn from the finger. No skin under the fingernails. Only 21 years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it? The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
Best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered, naked.
Yeah. We know the M.O. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases.
Oh, what's up, Green
I'll see if I can nail
Thanks
down
for
a
popping
brand.
in. You're watching a TV show? What were y'all watching?
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled. May as well follow the trail.
Find anything interesting?
Not yet. This isn't anything. What about this? No, I know it's not.
Phelps, you'll want to come and take a look at this.
Antonia.
Antonia?
Oh, same as the library card.
No.
Proximity to the scene, plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence. On it goes.
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
Mothballs.
house keys, strung up like bait on a hook. You think he's trying to lead us somewhere?
Probably all the way to City Hall, that brazen son of a bitch.
That's got to be a code or a cipher.
253.
Where are you taking us?
And he should have been a track star.
Empty. Where is all of this meant to be taking us?
To Neverland.
He clearly wants us to find these things. He's left them for us.
There you go, Phelps. We got a new M.O. I told you it wasn't our guy.
Or he might just be getting more confident.
Circumstantial at best. Oh, here we go.
Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her.
Jeez.
The trail points up.
You don't say. Hey, but no need to apologize, Green Goddess. I mean, I understand. You guys were doing something, watching TV in this Discord.
Pulled from the finger and hung up here. What's the significance?
But I appreciate you popping through.
Looks as though the killer was decorating with this.
Decorating with the victim's blood. There's the other piece.
Son of a bitch wants her identified. Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
go to the residence.
It was Mrs. Maldonado, right?
That's affirmative.
All right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for. Get him, we've closed the case.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Not if he's got a confession. And, you know, there's ways of getting those.
I'm sure.
Straight ahead. Keep on straight.
Heck yeah.
Wait just a moment. I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPenta, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor. Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We need to take a look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone. Antonia's room is upstairs, last door on the left.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.
Excuse us a moment, ma'am. Will you look at that? Someone's turned the place over.
A smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
You know how I feel about windows, Phelps.
Okay, we have an address.
Well, yeah. Yeah, we got an address.
The charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
We already discovered that. Yeah, I figured.
So someone broke in
Thanks,
using
Matthew.
this thing instead of a crowbar. Wonder where it was taken from.
Hey, Matthew, now that you're here, if you wouldn't mind, there was a gentleman that hang on. Someone in the chat Al, I believe it was, asked to have their link dropped, but I told him only moderators can. If you could do that, that would be great. I told them that that was okay as long as a moderator did come in here and drop that link. I have it set where moderators only can.
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, Detective. I'll do my best.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
I appreciate it, Matthew.
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife to serve me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl, little on the religious side, but a good girl.
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I have no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
What won't mod or what? What do you...
A nosy old hag like you knows everything about the people who live under her roof.
What are you
Where
talking
did she
about,
go?
Matthew? I'm confused.
I think
Sorry.
she went to a bar. She's been drinking quite a lot lately.
This bar have a name?
El Dorado Bar. It's a Latino place on North Los Angeles Street.
That's only a couple of blocks from where we found the body.
You've had a break-in?
No. That can't be true.
You're being economical with the truth, Mrs. Lepenti. What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
You do have an idea. Broken window.
So Antonia lost her keys and used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon at the milk bottles. It'd be very bad for business if this news got out. I have a reputation to protect.
Hold on, Al. If you're still here, I'll try and grab that really quick. I try not to do this during a stream, but let me try to find you there.
Antonia was so innocent, Detective. Catch this killer.
Yeah, I know to do that. I know to go to they just weren't they had just asked to have the link dropped, but I told them that only moderators and myself only can, and I just try not to do this during a stream, like, you know, myself. So I'm dropping that link, Al. Should be coming through. All right, there you go, people. There is Al's link. So I've got it dropped in there.
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
What about her bracelet?
I don't know anything about a bracelet.
Bullshit, you don't. There's a photo.
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Thanks, ma'am. You've been very helpful.
Pay a call to that husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the key.
We can either front Angel, seeing as the finger's pointing right at him, or we could check out the El Dorado Bar.
It's okay, Matthew. It's no worries.
A nosy old hag? Ah! And I thought I was coming on strong with the ex.
Hold on just a moment. Alright. Sorry about that. I've been having to run to the restroom and piss like a Russian racehorse at the Kentucky Derby.
Sometimes you have to be firm to get the information you need.
God damn it, ain't that the truth?
He said firm.
How about we drop in on the husband instead? See if your gut is right.
I'll take a bar over a husband every day of the week.
Oh, Jesus.
Think there's anything to the divorce angle?
I've been through 3, Phelps. No big deal. After a while, you
But Angel, he's a young Latino man. It would hurt his sense of who he is. He'd see himself as a failure. A woman taking control over his life?
Then she fronts him and he snaps. Works for me. That makes Angel a killer as well as a piece of shit.
Maldonado is in apartment 304.
Apartment 1408. Hotel room 1408.
Phelps, this could turn ugly. Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise.
Hey, what the fuck?
LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest. I got 100 pounds.
Now look.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't want no trouble. I got
Crap! Yeah, right. Yeah, take that.
Damn. They got some decent shots in there. Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
Galloway, badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no!
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, goddammit! You think I'd kill my own wife?
Sit down.
We should get the whole place going over, then talk to the neighbors. And Phelps, I don't care that you just got smacked in the head. You don't call me Finbar.
This will take some explaining.
Yeah, it will. Ew. Gross.
The El Dorado must be a family favorite.
Yeah. You know what they say is family goes to bars together, stays together?
Just picked fruit market. I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of Angel's movements. He's got no alibi. He's toast.
Yeah, he is. He's toast. He's sharp as bread on rye. Alright, let's knock on the neighbors' doors.
Yes? Come in.
What do you want?
LAPD, we're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
Alright. On to the next neighbor. Who is it?
No good. There's nobody here.
Come in.
Sorry about that. I'm playing with my kids.
LAPD, were you here last night?
That's funny. That's so funny.
My wife and I are separated, and I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
I forgot about that.
Hello.
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
I kept thinking you were going to call that one a nosy old hag too, Phelps. Well-executed restraint.
I'm executing restraint right now, Finbar.
The hired help at the El Dorado might have seen the broad the night she died. Maybe the regulars, too. You should check it out.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, we'll check it out, alright. Huh. Got an auto collector trophy. Forget about checking out these cars.
Looking for police?
Car 11K, Car 11 King, come in.
KGPL, 11 King, over.
11K, Captain Donnelly and Detective Sergeant Finnis Brown urgently request your presence at Central. A new letter has been found.
11K, en route.
Ooh. A new letter?
Another letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
These letters, Brown and Hanson believe they are genuine. From him.
Now we sent another.
You know, I really hate this fuck. This Black Dahlia guy. Have you seen the body? The fucking case just gnaws away at your guts. Hollywood. Every
The captain is waiting for you downstairs with Pinker.
They put gas on them letters.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Oh, God.
I got the jitters. I need a drink.
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finnis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all the fares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
Yeah.
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
Wow. Very cryptic. Creepy.
Heap upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
That's why we called you in.
Do you think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nutjob's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley? Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finnis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what does it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
Yeah.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
Now the DA wants my head.
Yeah, we're getting on up there, Captain. Which interview room is he in?
Phelps, you mind coming here and doing your job for a second?
Yeah, why not? Oh, he was going straight to it.
Improved your attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around
Yeah, they put
midnight,
gas on them
maybe?
letters to
She didn't stay long.
signify for any kind of prints and everything. Kind of a strange thing, but I guess that works.
You're lying, Angel. You
Definitely-
went after her. I think you killed
Definitely
her.
a An outdated
will tell you I was
practice
at
of
home.
law enforcement now. He told on himself, yep.
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad, but it's not true. We argued, all right, but she went out and I went out after her and she jumped in a car on the corner.
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark.
Yeah, he said he was with her,
But the car, it was a brown Ford Coupe.
He definitely was not.
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
Whatever.
I don't believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far, and you lashed out.
I told you, I wouldn't accept a divorce.
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out.
Well?
That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that?
Yeah?
I cut myself shaving.
Bullshit.
Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Give me something or I'm going to have you charged.
My man smacks the table down.
He said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the Dorado Bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Ord Street downtown.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
Yeah, you should. Go back into your cell.
Stop him with one round.
Alright, let's go to the bar.
You don't think it's strange that all these murders are happening to girls who've been out drinking?
No. A broad drinks, she gets a bit tight, she starts mouthing off. This leads to that, and she ends up in an alleyway. It's a sad story, but this town's seen it play out 1,000 times, Cole.
Why don't you want to see a connection here?
Because there are perfectly good real-life suspects for every one of these murders. We don't need to go looking for the monster under the bed.
Yes, we do. And we will. We'll go looking for that monster under the bed. Alrighty.
What can I get you?
LAPD. Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah. Me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. What did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was
He's
she a
like-
regular?
Oh,
Hell
oh
no.
God.
She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
Is that the divorce decree? Or what is that?
A waitress. Can I have another spoon?
Divorce papers?
Yep.
Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was going to show him.
Oh, man. Yeah. Showed him, all right.
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. The temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
Whatever.
Where did she go? Give me
bartenders
something or the
notice that
LAPD will start getting interested in this place.
Take it easy. She wanted a cab, okay? And my phone was out of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested she try there. She seemed reluctant.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was going to serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
Yeah. Yep. I think you're
She
telling the
attract any
truthy
interest?
truth.
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best. One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have wide feet.
A broad 9. I guess that would be the same as a wide 9. I don't want to do the phones yet.
Sir, do you work here?
Sorry, pal, just making deliveries.
From where?
Just Pig Fruit Market across the street.
A fruit market delivers here?
Yeah, sure does. The Mexes love a little slice with their tequila.
We found a crate a lot like the ones you're wheeling there, except it was filled with booze. You know anything about that?
What? No, we deliver all over the place, officer. No telling where the boxes end up. Excuse me, I have to get on with this.
Fine, thanks.
Okay. Let's go to the phone here. Oh, look at that. Out of order phone. Interesting.
A waitress. Can I have another spoon?
A waitress?
You ought to meet Joe's buddy.
We'll pull the car around to it. He's already sitting in there. We could have walked across.
What's your read on Maldonado?
I still like him for it. Seriously, that line about the guy at the fruit market making eyes at his woman? Please. Yeah, we'll get to the...
Oh,
Handbag was left just up there, overlooking the market.
Could have come here from the start and saved ourselves a day's legwork.
Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna walk back over here. There was something I remember about being over here, and I didn't do. What I should have done was the crates.
Just picked fruit market. That's where Antonio went to call for a cab last night.
Right. Alright. I wanted to just get that clarified.
You want a tip?
We seriously could have just walked on over there, but no, we took the car. I understand the truck delivery guy like doing that, but you know.
Sir, Wait, you look familiar.
Hey, from the bar, right? What brings you here?
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney. What can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
Well,
she was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
Jesus.
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. Look, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Yeah, sure, Clem. I met her before.
Yeah, Clem.
She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She had me back until last night.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
Cornflakes and back. Yeah.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
That's the same car description we got.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem? Shh.
Ugh. Cornflakes. Is there anything around the corner? Or not the corner, gosh. Around the counter? Or is it through those... Yeah, okay. That's what I thought, it would just go straight back, but...
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
I don't want to check that just yet. She had room there too. Heck yeah.
Why cut someone who was already dead?
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. They must have seen it during the war.
Yeah. Bootlegging during the Prohibition. There's some...
This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off.
Clem!
No. Do we still have a chance to check that jewelry box. I didn't do that. Oh, so there is still a chance after getting him. So we're about to go on a chase.
God damn it, get after him, Cole. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck. We should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do.
Oh crap. He's gonna get
The
away.
fruit guy's getting away, Phelps.
It's almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect. Now who's about to get picked? Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. Now.
Got him.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Outstanding job on this case, gentlemen. The poor woman can now rest in peace.
Pop
I'll
cap
pay
and
the fiend
ass.
a personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor lads. I'll be sure to mention your names.
Hell
Now,
yeah.
On your way.
I guess we didn't really have to get that clue. Just had to stick around long enough that it's no big deal. Yeah, there wasn't no need to go back and have to worry about that anyway.
Sarge, why are the guys giving it to the doggies? They're riding in trucks, numbskull, while you're marching.
They look pretty badly beat up.
Yeah, they do it then. Scuttlebutt says it's pretty hard going down south.
We'll find out soon enough. Recon always leads. How can we fail? Skip with the Shadow leading the show. Who the fuck is the Shadow? Lieutenant Phelps, the Shadow of Death.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's a quiet fucker, Sarge. Never hear the bastard coming. Sitting there, field stripping a cigarette, and suddenly he's there looking down on you.
Why do you think we keep saluting that Jap-loving son of a bitch? He's bad juju.
That's enough out of you three. Bad juju? Where were you dragged up? A swamp?
Got the backstory here when Phelps was in the war. The White Shoe Slaying.
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, to fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles have confessed in a short case. Ray Pinker will let us know in good time.
Will you now?
Greetings from sunny California. When's it going to stop? Fine morning indeed. We keep locking them up, but the bodies keep piling up.
Yeah, Californians love a fat, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up at San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town to send.
First the letter, and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
You know, Phelps, all these arrests on the record are giving you a reputation. You don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows maketh the man, Phelps. You can't always hit home runs. Sometimes you just gotta make first base.
Possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
11K, go ahead.
11K, roger. Citizen reports at 415 at Alvera Street Plaza. 11K, it's code 3.
You're crazy.
If I'm crazy, it's your fault. Running around behind my back. How am I supposed to trust you, goddammit?
Whoa, sir. I think you ought to calm down.
Mind your own goddamn business. Why is everybody always on my case?
Oh! What the hell? No, I'm about to...
Officer down! Watch it!
Hurt me!
Oh my god!
Give it up, old man!
Get the bat.
There, die! Oh my god. That poor lady. That car came slamming through there.
Car 11K. Code 4 at Alvera Street, but I'll need an ambulance. Shots fired. The suspect is down.
Roger on your ambulance, 11K. All units be advised, code 4 at the Alvera Street Plaza.
I'm gonna get on with the case here. Get over to the crime scene. Oh Jesus! Oh crap! Crap! Son. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna get right over.
Hey!
Jesus. Right over here, anyway.
That guy there will lead us up.
steeling myself for what I'm about to see.
That'll just be another dead body, partner. Get used to seeing them. They're the gig when you're working Homicide, Phelps.
Detectives? Phelps and Galloway, Homicide.
Scene is secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body?
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Time of death?
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries?
Blunt force trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
Weird. Just plain creepy.
There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same. No drag marks. The killer was moving around, surveying the scene.
What do we have here?
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Hobo?
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
Of course. Anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I
Can I help, detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment. Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, detective. There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. All right, let's go to the laundry services. If I remember right, we're not even going to the hobo camp like for a good while.
No message.
Excuse me?
There's no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written onto them. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow.
Can't be the same guy, is what I'm saying, right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand?
Did you? I haven't watched it, Matthew.
At least the rain stopped. You can change back into those white bucks now.
Oh man.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case in one of your laundry labels.
I will be right back. All right, I am back.
Came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look.
Come and send me a guy.
You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
You wrote the number down on that dress, is it there?
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
Alrighty. He's been on a wild goose chase.
I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please, please, for once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic types show a particular disposition for this stuff.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out, Matthew. Thank you. Who is it?
Hello? Yes? Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party.
Right.
She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news. Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss.
Oh, those poor kids.
I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
it's procedure. You see to your girls.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Terrelson? Let him search. You got nothing to hide. You want to hear something funny, Terrelson? Some bums think filling out a missing persons report actually rules them out as a suspect.
I don't think this is going to help us.
No, not the children's room. Anyway. I know, poor kids, man. What do we have here?
This isn't what we're looking for.
No, it's not.
Need to check if she was a regular.
I wonder why the picture was turned down.
Another bar again. I know, right? What's it with these people in this bar? I know. Yeah, look out back. Yeah.
Baron's Bar again. Someone must be real sweet on this dive.
Yeah. I remember, like, something about the...
If you'd excuse me, ladies.
Something about the bar.
Not sure this means much.
No, but it sure looks like a cool grocery list. Bar must be hot. Yeah, hell yeah.
So she went out without her handbag?
Strange.
At least she was spared that particular indignity.
Right.
She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind.
Yeah.
We can see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene.
Well, that's weird.
Lars was out in the rain last night.
That rope.
Looks like a match with the ligature marks.
Yeah. Let's go talk to the husband.
I'll be out of your way momentarily, ladies.
For the record, Mr. Terrelson, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
Oh,
if you have more questions, I'd rather get this over with now.
We're gonna have to wait just a moment. Got something I gotta do. Where's your telephone?
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thanks.
Okay. That's what I was making sure to do. Now let's talk to this bozo.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
I think you're lying, Lars. I think you were mad at your wife for embarrassing you in front of your friends. I think you came back here and strangled her and then dumped her body on the hill.
You think I strangled my wife? How do you expect to prove that?
Well, the bow rope matches the whole, then the MO.
Your wife was strangled with triple braid rope. The bow line from your boat is a perfect match.
Look, I know this looks bad. I'm gonna have to come to terms with the fact that I let her go.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right, Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
Yeah?
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Terrible.
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time.
Fuck her.
She has to go and ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
Where she always goes. A bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Barron's Bar. She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin,
we knew
and calls
that.
me.
We knew.
I go and bring her home.
The bar is a pretty hot thing and commodity.
Mr. Terrellson, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
Spill it, Terrellson. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. Paid the sitter and went to bed.
He lying up and down.
You're lying, Lars. You didn't come straight home, did you?
And how do you figure that?
How do we figure that? I'll tell you how we figure that. This wet jacket.
You were out in the rain. You got soaked, Lars. We found your wet weather gear.
Okay, I stayed a little later than I said. This cute little brunette was hitting on me. Teresa noticed. I was half cut. I walked her home from Bobby's, but nothing happened. I walked back and got the car this morning.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Terrellson. You'll need to go downtown to identify your wife's body.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac, if you give in to broads, you'll be giving in to them your entire life. Sounds like the Terrellson broad had her last drink at Barron's Bar. We should check the place out.
Appreciate your time, sir.
You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true.
Yeah. It kind of does ring true. I'm just gonna swing around here and skip all these people.
Take the next right.
Yeah. Yeehaw.
Papers. He's a cop.
Gents, drink?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough. This about Teresa Terrellson?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again?
Has anybody ever seen or remember the movie?
Yeah, I rang that husband of hers.
Phantom of the
said he was
Megaplex.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
They must fix good barbecue.
What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
Oh, I gotta sit up.
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her.
Put out an APB on the cab. 3591. Should be traceable. Who was she with?
We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right, 2 creeps were all over her, promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other man?
The other guy is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
The husband said she wanted to go dancing.
Yeah, she always wants to dance when she's been drinking. She was trying to talk some guys into taking her to one of the dance halls.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Clough. We'll take it from here.
Hey, no problem.
This is Bates.
That's him.
LAPD, don't make me chase you, shitbird.
Shit.
Can't let the son of a bitch get away.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
Bates! We just want to talk.
Come on, you got a ride. Get in and drive. I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
Crap!
Come on, Phelps, you're letting this lust get away from you.
Oh, no. Here we go again, runner, yep. I always run.
I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine.
Crap.
He's showing you how it's done.
Damn it.
Sideswipe me.
I did more than sideswipe you. I took your whole car out.
Maybe you shouldn't have waited for me, Phelps.
You're right. Crap! Ah, crap.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
Take this guy out.
Let's end this part.
All right, you got me. I've had enough.
Well, at least it wasn't our car.
Give it up, LAPD! Okay, Bates. You're gonna answer some questions.
I have a choice in this?
No, we do not have a choice in this.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old
What is
man.
that, a
Wanting to go
wooden
dancing.
baton?
I
Look
thought
at
I'd
that.
fly her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your salty had the same idea.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
Whatever. You know.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
Go use this phone so we can go put an APB out. It's right here. Oh, here's a... I was gonna say, here's a regular phone.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Operator's the same as dispatch
Phelps,
voice.
badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Somebody else ever
I
noticed
need an
that?
APB out on a yellow cab, number
The dispatch voice and the
3591.
operator
Ask
voice are the
dispatch to
same.
relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Is he now?
Could be our man. Thank you.
Car 11K, we have a response on your APB regarding yellow cab number 3591. The vehicle has been identified at a gas station, now heading west on 7th Street.
Garage on 7th Street. Let's hit it, Phelps. The cab driver might tie this whole thing together.
I hope you're right.
Teresa's trail leads right to this cabbie's back seat, Phelps. We need to find him. Teresa's trail leads right to this cabbie's back seat, Phelps. We need to find him. You see our taxi anywhere?
All units, officer needs help. 415 and shots fired. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. 313
Where's that cab got you now?
Unit to handle code 3 identify.
11K, yellow cab number 3591, sighted at the corner of Wilshire and Whitmer. Repeat, Wilshire and Whitmer, 11K. Further on your APB on yellow cab number 3591. Vehicle identified at Reggie's Cafe, heading north on Whitmer. KGPL clear.
LAPD, we're investigating a murder.
What's that got to do with me?
The fare you picked up from Barron's Bar last night. What was the woman wearing?
It's a green dress. Oh, don't tell me something's happened to her.
Tell me about her.
She was with this sailor.
Nah, we didn't really have to run code 3.
She wasn't having any of it. Said she just wanted to dance. But he had that look in his eye.
Yeah, where did you drop them off? Eye. I tell you.
It's at the Crystal Ballroom.
What time?
After midnight. 12:30? Something like that.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Well, that's gonna ruin my day.
Through this intersection. Keep on going through here. Up ahead, you make a right.
Okay, at the next corner, hang a right. Keep on going.
Crap! "2:05 p.m.
He's in interview 2.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
Bronco, can you give me a hand? I got a
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning. You went to Barron's Bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrelson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrelson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
No.
He's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
I only had one night before I was back in the
This guy's
tub.
gonna give us the runaround.
He had all
the
the time
entire
in the world
time.
to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again. She was better off with me.
Sure. You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup.
Oh, ho, ho.
Where did you go after the Crystal Ballroom?
I think the wind had gone out of her sails by then. She caught a cab, and I caught a bus back to the base.
We spoke to the cab driver. Tell us what really happened at the Crystal Ballroom.
I'd had enough. She was all upset about her husband bawling about her kids. She looked old. Left around closing, maybe 1:30. Got on a bus, and she fell asleep on my shoulder.
Which bus?
An All-American, 249. I went past her place. She jumped off, and I stayed on it downtown. After that, I caught another bus to San Pedro. The Indiana's down there. She's being scrapped.
And that was the last you saw of Teresa?
Yeah, that's right. We didn't say much. I think she was kind of embarrassed.
One last question. Who are you? No.
The cab driver said that you were getting pretty familiar with Teresa.
It's not how I'd put it.
Whatever.
So the last thing you wanted was her playing hard to get. Did that make you mad, sailor?
Yeah, it did. She knew what a guy's looking for. All broads do. Dancing comes second.
And what happened at the Crystal Ballroom?
Nothing. Not even a little hand relief. She had another couple of drinks. There was no fun left in her. Just poured her guts out to some bartender.
We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
Can you put the guy in 2 in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
What now? Drive all the way to San Pedro and check his locker?
Let's see if the bus story checks out.
There's a depot at 1660 Beverly Boulevard.
Continue to respond.
3 suspects in the can and 1 on the hoof. And still no hard evidence on any of them.
KGPL to car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown, Cole.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
KGPL, could we have Lars Terrelson picked up?
Crap!
11K, roger.
That siren, though. Whew.
And thank you, ma'am. You have a safe trip now. Where are you boys headed today?
LAPD. We're after the driver of All-American 249. Would have been around midnight onwards last night.
Just a minute. Frank Zeffirelli. He's your man.
Where can we find him?
Frank is out on the 7-4.
Can you tell us the route?
Hang on. I should have it mapped out here somewhere.
I'll need to run the loop.
We're not going to drive the whole thing, are we?
Won't take long. We have a siren.
It's true. All right. Let's go on a wild goose chase for a bus.
Don't mind.
No 3 time. Oh, whoops. I took off and left Rusty behind. Oh, Jesus. Crap. Sorry, man. Get your ass in the car.
All-American 7-4, let's go get him. This could be a long trip, Cole.
Or it could be a short one.
And here's me without my hip flask and only a pain in the ass for company.
Way to kick off the drive in high spirits, Rusty. Comments like that put me in just the right mood for some legwork.
Touchy.
You know what your problem is? You don't like hard work. This kind of rigorous search is what police work is all about. Discipline.
Save it, Phelps. You're just
Damn
as
it.
bored as I am.
I did not mean to do that. There was no reason for that. Whoops. Crap.
Officer needs help, 103 and beat.
Nope, still no sign of him.
Did you doze off, Rusty? I think you slept through my solving the case.
Yeah, very funny. Just give me a nudge if you see him, all right?
How about you nudge me?
What the hell?
That's a job for your wife.
Get out of the way.
Oh, Rusty. How long is this bus route?
It actually covers an area around the size of Central Division.
The probability is we'll find it about halfway around.
Bad luck says we'll be chasing it all night.
Yeah? Chasing it all night. It's right there. Whoops. Out of the way, people. Out of the way.
That's the bus we're looking for. Ease in behind her and get her to the side of the road. That's the bus we're looking for. Ease in behind her and get her to the side of the road.
There's some kind of problem, buddy?
LAPD, we're investigating a murder. You had a sailor and a woman in a green dress on your bus late last night?
That's correct.
And the woman got off first, around 2 a.m.?
Yeah, that's right. And the sailor stayed on all the way to downtown.
Can you tell us where you let the woman off?
On California Street. To tell you the truth, she looked a little lost, like she got off on the wrong stop or something. I didn't like dropping her off near that hobo camp.
You've been a big help, Mr. Zeffirelli.
So Sailor Boy escapes by the seat of his bell-bottom trousers. He left the broad alive.
Left her by the hobo camp.
Which means he's as good as killed her.
We can't eliminate any of them, but the disfigured man should be our starting point.
Oh my
I'm
God.
gonna call for some backup. These
Rusty,
bows
get out of the way. Oh man, it's not even gonna let me. Is it not gonna let me get in there?
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Well, if you think we ought to, then I guess we ought.
What in the hell?
Sam's taking me out to Palm Springs.
This car's not gonna let me even get in there. I guess we're just gonna commandeer this thing. That's so crazy. It kind of went a little buggy on that car. Oh well, joyride. It'll populate again. It will. It'll populate again. Go to bar again. No, we gotta go to the hobo camp. You just want to go to the bar again. Just admit it, Matt. Come on. Who buying round? That's funny.
Jesus, Phelps, you're terrorizing these poor slubs.
I did not mean to do that.
LAPD, we'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far. I need you to stay copacetic. We need to hold out to the cavalry battle.
How do we do that?
Like this. Fuck that, keep him down, Phelps.
If
Killing make you
want
feel
your rightful
powerful.
Share, we need to fight for it.
That was a free one.
We're doing them a favor, partner.
Think you...
Take that.
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
The Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it, see what you find.
Newspaper.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack. Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney.
Meanwhile, back at Grandma's place.
We need your help, Jack. I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying, and that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society.
Yeah.
God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
No.
Don't think this is anything.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terreldson's chin.
Isn't that the cop who won the medal and is solving all the cases?
Won the medal. Oh, bother. There's a rumbly in my tumbly.
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same shtick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession, and we can charge the bum with murder. We're going this way.
He must be in one.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrelson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
Are you denying that you strangled Mrs. Terrelson with a length of rope?
I'm not denying anything. You have to have proof, lackey.
How about the bloodstained rope?
We found a matching piece of rope in your lean-to. I think we'll find the blood will match too.
I own no property. How could it belong to me?
It was in your hut.
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrelson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
Bullshit.
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
Where were you around 2 a.m. last night?
At the camp.
You were up on the hill. You were seen during the day. We have a witness. We have evidence. Come clean with me, Ackerman, and I'll see what I can do for you.
I despise your pity. You have nothing that links me to this woman.
Okay. Well, what about your coin purse?
We have you cold, Ackerman. Her purse and the ballroom ticket were in your lean-to. Tell us why you did it.
I kill because people need killing. It's what I was trained to do.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrellson.
Dun dun dun.
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Teresa Terrellson will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
Case was closed and shut wide open.
And now my heart's a blazing ruin. You say that you were only fooling. Don't walk away. Don't do me wrong. Don't leave me singing this torched song when I'm burning.
Alrighty, people. Well, before I move on to this case, I'm actually going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I believe there should be this one and one other case file. So I do want to thank everybody for coming in and joining me on this live tonight, this second live. Everybody have a good night. Much love to everybody. CROSSYPLAYS bringing you the content once again, as promised here tonight. And I don't know if I'm doing any content tomorrow. I may, but I'll definitely be bringing something on Monday.
It would appear that someone has hooked a rose gold wedding
Definitely
ring.
be sure to smash the like button. Thank you again for all the subscribers. I'm so glad we reached 100 today. It means the world to me, and we can just keep going up from there. Much love to everybody. Much love.
Before the grand jury next week.
Yes, thank you, Matthew. I want to thank everybody.
Then get out to the railroad.
Thank you for joining me and hanging out with me.
We have another poor unfortunate.
But I'm going to get out of here and
40-year-old white.
Enjoy the rest of the night. And
Right,
same
Skipper.
to everyone else. CROSSYPLAYS is out. Peace.